Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce that we have Drea Dreams on the Mental Margarita Show. And
Okay.
oh my
Hey,
goodness.
area, stand up. Nah.
Singer, songwriter,
Yeah.
and just an amazing talent. And
Thank you.
I
I
got a chance to
appreciate you
listen
guys.
to the music.
Yeah.
Bang.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I
So
appreciate
how
it.
you feeling?
Actually, I feel good. I feel good. Like I'm back to my creative side. And yeah, a lot of free space to be able to vision, and actually get things did, now that I'm a little older and, more knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I've been singing for a long time, but yeah, now is definitely the time, to like push everything that I have.
You know what? It's so crazy because being an artist and you
Yeah.
go through so many different things in life.
Yeah.
There's so much
You do.
challenges from life.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
really
so
do.
great that you, even through all the stuff that you've gone through,
Yeah.
you've persevered.
Yeah. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I made sure they wasn't gonna see me down towards the lady. Soon as you think I'm finna just be no. So yes, I was able to come from a place that was dark, and then I end up making my own little space dark, and you know what I'm saying, and like really being able to come out on a whole better side, like you know what I'm saying, and better energy. God is good. That's who I always had with me, you know what I'm saying, along the whole way.
Wow, I
But
love that.
yes, it definitely guided me towards the right places, and now I'm able to have enough space to be able to do this, you know. And it's so crazy because everybody that I knew, we all were going hard when we were younger, you know. But, just to
Yeah.
keep it 1,000, the government and the way that they set this up for our fathers and their fathers, and, just the drugs industry and everything, how we thought we were just going to be out there hustling and, getting kind of way getting over on people by, giving them, party favor and drink things like that, and then end up getting, on yourself or falling down them same roads that you had other people going down. And, like I said, God just delivered me from a whole path. He whipped my ass, and then he helped me through my shit. I wasn't like them hard headed people that's like, nah, I'm gonna keep bumping my head. I'm finna keep doing. I'm finna keep trying. I'm finna
Right.
no, no. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've came a long ways, definitely.
And let's
Yes.
talk about the beginning. Riverside, California.
Riverside, California.
This is
Yeah,
where it all started.
this is
How
where it
was
all
that growing
started.
up?
So it was crazy. I grew up like on 12th Street. Um, I'm from Georgia Street Mob, but I don't, do all of that no more.
Right.
That it was Georgia Street Mob then, before the East Coast Crips and the LA conjoined with the IE. So it was, and even then, from then I always knew that I was my own person, because when it was shootouts, there was things going on. Once motherfuckers started shooting at kids and just not caring, and the rules and the things that you're supposed to abide by, you know what I'm saying, went out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prices and
Yeah.
stuff got to changing on things. And yeah, I pretty much just got my way up out of the whole little thing. I knew that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? And I used to put all that hustling money into my music career.
Wow.
And God didn't let me prosper in that way. You know what I'm
Whoa.
saying? And
Whoa.
so now that I'm older and I've changed, and you know what I'm saying, like, everybody that was on that platform, they're good now. They're the ones that's helping me. They're the ones that's on their feet as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so happy for all of us. Like I said, we had a bad upbringing. We had to
Yeah.
figure it out ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And to still be here, not locked up, You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that's dead. There's a lot of people that's doing over 99 years. I'm talking about half of my hood is on one indictment. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Everybody in Riverside is basically gone. The East Coast Crips that's in Riverside and Georgia Street Mobs on 1200 block. You know what I'm saying? They're all locked up. You know, Baby Crazy and all them, like, you know, they end up getting over 99 years, like almost like 180 years, bruh, for a body. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. But I'm glad to be the voice still here and still able to represent them and everybody else that didn't make it out the struggle and those that did, you know, and, you know, let's just do it. Let's just put this energy out there.
And you know what? You
Okay.
got a big family. So was the family around?
Yes.
I mean, you got 4 sisters, 2 brothers, right?
Yeah. So the
Father,
thing
mother. I
about
mean,
it
rest in
was
peace, your father, your one of your brothers.
I had met my sisters when my dad died. My sisters are from Chicago, from Chi-Town. You know what I'm saying? So,
Chi-town.
um, yeah, I end up visiting them a lot, but they pretty much grew up. They have a different mom from me. You know what I'm saying? We just have the same dads. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was a little different from us. She was more on the Italian side. My dad is Italian, but their mom is Italian. You know, my mom she didn't have the upbringing that the Italians, you know what I'm saying? She was in the ghetto like me, and you know, got attached to all the wrong things, you know, and you know, but I'm not gonna lie, you know, that's how I end up learning the streets, you know, because it was mom and uncle and them bringing the prostitutes, and then I'm like, I might as well make some money because y'all at my shit, and then you know what
Right.
I'm saying. But like I said, the mentality of just all that going into play is because it was set like that for the ghetto communities, you know. But
Right. It
once
was.
we get smarter, you know, and know that they trying to play us, you know what I'm saying. You stand up as bright and tall as you can, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna shit on them that way. Yes.
And you had listen, here's the good thing though. Through all this,
Yeah.
there was this bright light that you had was this voice. You were singing in the hallway.
Yes. Yeah.
You were you had something that was moving inside of you.
Yeah.
God's calling was right there.
Yeah, it was.
And
Yeah,
now
it
you
was.
picked up the phone, girl. You picked up the
Yeah.
phone.
And said you finally did something, huh? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. When they say everything has to be right timing, I never knew what that meant until I got into the situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so
Right.
I understand it completely now. So yeah. It is definitely right timing. The beginning of the year is coming. We catching it before the beginning of the year actually starts. So that's us getting acquainted, and like I said, on my end, I'm doing everything. We doing shows out here. I'm paying for my portfolio. I just sent the homie a couple of pictures to put on the release that's gonna be on January 30th. So he got those just before I zoomed in. And
I'm excited. I'm excited.
right, me too. I'm like, and let's just do it. Because if Gorilla and all these other people that are artists, you know what I'm saying, can do it, bro. Let's try to definitely do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. We California, you know what I'm saying? So shit.
It's time. It's time. And
It's time.
part of your background was you sang in a choir. Was that a gospel choir?
It was a gospel choir, yes. I definitely love the gospel choir. My mom, she married a deacon once upon a time in her life, and then it was just like my daughters can sing, and so we had to practice so hard because they would have everybody singing, so she used to show us off, you know what I'm saying. So she used to try to make sure we was the best, you know what I'm saying. I was the alto singer, and then my sister was soprano, and then we had the first tenor, which was my brother, you know what I'm saying. And she'd try to put us and she'd put us out there and be like, sitting up tall and proud in the front rows, so that did happen. Yes, that did happen. And then I ended up going to Job Corps, and I ended up being the choir director of the Job Corps because we
Wow.
used to have so many freestyle battle nights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I used to like sing the gospel, and it used to really like heal people. Like I'm not even gonna lie. It was right before lunch. They were like, "You got 15 minutes to write a song. We're gonna give the person that wins $500." So I done
Wow.
sat on the rock. I done skipped lunch because I could have ate and tried to. I skipped lunch and I was like, I'm gonna treat myself to dinner, right? Something really nice.
Right.
I'm like, so I wrote the gospel song and won first place, won the $500. And ever since then, like the talent shows, they wanted my insight and they wanted me to be there. And then like, yeah, I was always like singers. I was on the platform at school like all the time. And then I used to always remember like when I was younger, how the girls used to sing in the hallways at school. You know what I'm saying? So I was always inspired. And I'm not gonna lie, that's when I had no friends. And you know what I'm saying? The
Right.
stepfather was like any other fucked up stepfather that you would hear a woman talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was nowhere to run to and all of this, you know what I'm saying? And while things were happening to me at home, I was able to go to school and sit back and listen to these women sing. And I knew that was a way to vent. Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So
Therapy.
I end up learning that, and that's how I learned how to freestyle. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's actually a therapeutic kind of like, you know what I'm saying, thing for me as
You know what
well.
I'm thinking when I'm sitting here and I'm listening to your life? God was preparing you
Yes.
for this moment.
Bro, yes. Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. Have enough songs to play, have like I didn't really know how much work I was really doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
thought it was all to waste. You know what I'm saying? Something
Right.
that's
Right.
old to me is new to the next person. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I was like, I never looked at it like that. So yeah, yeah.
So let's talk about this venture now. Ascot Records, huh?
Ask Sky Records. Yeah.
How did this
You
happen? How did this
I'm gonna
happen?
tell you
Tell
how it
me.
happened. I'm gonna tell you how it happened. Cause my boy Benzo, resting in peace right now, used to have a studio in San Bernardino off of Sierra in 19th Street. And after we would trap, we would go to the studio early in the morning to the second shift hit. You know what I'm saying? We was to make sure it was a priority. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so he did the song for me, Benzo, and then Paul engineered the song. That was his boy. You know what I'm saying? And then we all was friends, you know what I'm saying? And then when Benzo died, you know what I'm saying, Paul and us just kept in contact. I'm like they sister, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to
Yeah.
always come through fucking with, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, so next thing you know, Paul, like, I'm finna get ready to get off of parole. I'm like, bruh, it's time to start making some moves and doing some things that we used to do. Like, where's the old computer at? So he ended up getting the songs out. I'm like, bro, I'm about to try to. He said, you know what? If you serious this time, he was like, bruh, I'm finna hook you up right now. I said, bruh, I'm situated, I'm stable, I got my own house, we doing the Airbnbs. I said, now couldn't be no more than a better time. So yeah, and then he called his boy, hogging him, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, okay, because Gorilla Dog and Nutty Blue and Fazarelli and Lady Green and Ed Slug. Like, I don't know if these people you would know, you know what I'm saying? I
I
grew
know a
up with
couple.
them. Huh?
I know a few.
Yeah, I basically grew up with them. Um, and it's crazy. I was so in the game, bro. Like, it used to be a studio on Baseline by like G Street. They used to have a studio and it used to be like almost the whole Pomona used to be like the Angelo Mafias. But it was crazy how it happened because Gorilla Dog and Nutty Blue, all of us and Moss Major and you know all of us used to do stuff together. And they got that equipment to do that studio because I had hit I had did some crazy stuff. I you know I was wild back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But somebody robbed from me, but I also did the same thing to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And then he didn't know he ended up giving all the studio equipment to my boy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So while my boy excited about the shit opening, I'm the first person he let know about the little woo. So I show up to
Whoa.
the studio and I'm like, focus. What the fuck? He like, oh man, I already gave this nigga the money. He like, right, okay, I'm gonna give you free studio time. Every day you want to come over here and do some music, right? So I say, look, that works for me.
Right. That is
And look,
something.
and I end up getting the whole album did. You know what I'm
That
saying? And
is
that's why I say I
something.
got so much music. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Even through my struggles, even through my wrong, I got punished, all that. God still stored my music to
yeah,
the
yeah,
side, bro. I can still take that. It's still pure, clean. It's good. Like
yeah.
it's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm definitely excited like about making something happen because like I said, the Bay Area needs a new R&B artist. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
No, for real. The last Keisha Coast is gone. Like Keisha
I
ain't
was
been
just
doing
about
too
to
much.
say that.
No,
Yep.
for real. So yeah, and then most of the girls that's out here, like when we go perform at the clubs and stuff, all of them are strippers and rappers, like
Yeah.
Sexy Red and them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just
We
want
need
to
to
bring
bring that
something kind
soul
of
back.
different. Yeah, I'm trying to get it's crazy because since the P. Diddy shit,
Yeah.
you see Chris Brown and everybody coming back with the 90s tempo. They done the hertz of the frequency of the music. They done shot that shit back down to like a 475. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah,
Yes.
because they was, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, they know to get us to shoot back down to that 90s feel when we was in the 90s,
Right.
early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So now it's all
Very
perfect. I'm like,
insightful.
it's coming out at the right time.
Yeah. Very insightful.
I think it's coming out at the right time. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you're coming out of the right time. And I also feel that there's gonna be a lot of open ears.
Yeah.
Let's talk
You know,
about
you,
that.
you know what's crazy? It has always kind of been open ears, but being that I grew up without any family, like you know what I'm saying? My father passed away when I was like 19. I had met him when I was like 18. So I only got to know him for like a year, you know what I'm saying? I met my sisters, but I was grieving so bad behind my dad. I really didn't want to too much see nobody that, anything, of the
Yeah.
situation. So I didn't have that. My mother, uh, a very difficult situation, you know what I'm saying, because of something that happened to me that she ended up losing two other kids, you know what I'm saying? And she just is just a real envious, crazy, like, bruh, like I'm at the therapy, the living from therapy, working out, making sure I don't be stressed out because
That's
you know,
important.
you know what I'm saying, and that's why it
Very
was
important.
easy. Yeah, and that's why it was kind of easy. It was easy for me to like fall short so many times because
Right.
I
Right.
didn't have no support team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you think you're gonna create a family? This is what the counselor told me. Oh well, your mom never be because they, you know what I'm saying? They'd never be your parents. So what you need to do, the best thing about it is you can create your own family, right?
Right.
And so I took on that terminology being a kid. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Even if you have kids, you still have to have somebody to help you support them and do, even though you create your own family, now it's not about your hurt or what you're going through.
Right.
You have to kind of like let that go now. Like,
You
you know
got to
what I'm saying?
compartmentalize it.
So,
Yeah.
it was like, and then it was so much anxiety, the triggers just with me being with them. It was almost something like as soon as I got pregnant, I didn't want to be with the guy no more. Like I
Yeah.
didn't want to be. You know what I'm saying? And so that left me just a single mother. Like not that I had to be, but I chose to, so I made myself go through harder things, but I was such a hustler and so determined that everybody know me that way. Anybody that you know right now gonna be like, nigga, she whore, she gangster. Every time she rolled up, she was by herself. She always had her own weed. She already had her own money. She was
Right.
putting
Right.
in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was like my image was tore down so much. I was making sure nobody disrespected me or played with me, or you know what I'm saying, because I had
Right.
been played with too much, like, you know what I'm saying. So
Right.
anything I create for myself, I was gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, it was good. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, bro, I'm ready. I'm definitely
I
ready.
know that you are ready. I know.
I'm ready.
What about the singles? Right over. Is that a song?
Yeah. So that's crazy because I have a homeboy in Moreno Valley that has a messed up life as well. But his baby mama left, so he still has CDs that he go out and sell to get him and his kids some food. And I
Wow.
told him, I am grateful that I always told him, I said, little bro, you can sell my albums, eat, and that's what he
Right.
always did. He
Yeah.
never thought. So this guy named Fella had bought a CD. Fella presents, he's doing like this type of stuff too. He's like, bruh, let me just get this song and I could give her a distribution deal. And I promise after 90 days, she's gonna be racking in like 1,500 because my platform is so big. The people that I'm with, we know how to tweak the frequencies and do all this shit. So I'm over here like, okay. So I just let him do it. I said, you know what? How bad can it be? Like, you know what I'm saying? This man bought the song. He blessed the homie with some money. You know what I'm saying? And I was just happy that somebody really wanted to do something with the song. Because like I said, it was
Right.
just sitting on a CD. He just picked songs that I did and he burnt it up on the CD and he just been out there doing his thing. But that blessed me. Like, you know what I'm
That
saying?
bless.
So yeah, that blessed me without me looking for a blessing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
Right.
yeah, every song that's out that somebody put out for me, they did that for me because they knew how much shit I was going through. Like, you know what I'm saying? They like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm finna make sure the homegirl gets seen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, but yeah. Yeah.
And now you got now you got all of this support. You got Ascot
Yeah.
Records now
Yes.
behind you. What is
Yes.
your vision now? Are you working on an album? What can we expect from
Right now,
Drea Dream?
I think for Drea Dream, I think it should be all singles. I think it should just be all drops. Like, don't feel like you
Nice.
have to listen to song after song after song. No, I'm going to I'm going to present the song after you're going to hear it, song after song. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be no songs you got to figure out. Oh, I ain't heard that one. Oh, that's on the album. No, we're going to do them singles and we're going
Right,
to make
right.
sure you hear each one.
Nice. Nice.
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's the way to do it now.
That's the way to do it.
Well, you
That's the
know
way to
what?
do it.
We are so excited to have you on the show. How do they get in
Yeah.
contact with you? They want to book you, a collaboration
Um,
of some sort.
Yes, you can go to my email because I'm very private. I have to get out of that part, But it's Varner Andrea Varner Andrea. So it's all lowercase V as in Victor, ARNER ANDREIA 2 at gmail.com. And then my Instagram is my name also. Like all my stuff is my actual name.
That's fantastic. Drea Dreams. Drea Dream is dream,
Red
right?
Dream. Red
I like to
Dream.
say dreams
Yeah,
because
dreams.
you
Because
got
it's gonna be heck of
so
sound.
right. You got so many of them, and
Yeah.
they're all gonna come true.
Yes. Thank you.
We're
Dread
gonna
Dream.
we're gonna
See,
put that
look,
on
you
everything.
just boosted the name. You just boosted the whole what is it? Perception of the name. You boosted it all the way up because that right there is hard. So
That's
I
tough.
will definitely be telling people that.
Oh
Definitely.
man, that's great. That's great. And we got to bring you out to Vegas soon. You got to come hang
I
out with
will
us.
be out
We
there.
got to
Let me tell
collaborate.
you. Let me tell you how God, bro. It's crazy. So yeah. Okay, but we gonna talk about that at another time. Because
We'll
I'm
definitely
live
talk.
on. Yeah, I don't want to.
We'll figure
Okay.
it out. We're gonna
Yeah.
figure it out. Well,
Yeah.
once again,
But
thank you for
like
being
I
on the
was
Mental
saying, so
Margarita.
I can't say this part.
Uh oh.
My cousin has real estate up there, and I was fixing to come out there anyways on some other business. Let me put it
Oh.
like that. But I was gonna come out there for like 2 years.
Oh.
And she's like, "Oh, I help you and rent to be nothing but 1,200 and the 4 bedroom house." So I told her around April. But yeah, so I was on my way out there anyways. So it's crazy that he was like, "Oh, I'm in Vegas, and then it's gonna drop," and then I'm like, "Bro, that's crazy. That's actually cool."
That is
Because I was
cool.
coming that way anyways for a few years. Yeah.
All right, well, we're excited. We're excited. We
Yeah.
can't wait to get you over here.
Yeah. I'm coming for sure.
Well, look, you have yourself a blessed day, and we
You too.
so much.
And your name is again?
Excuse me,
Your name is again. What was your name?
Slykat,
Say it again.
Slykat with a cat.
Slykat.
Sly, not like cat.
Slykat. Okay.
Sly,
Slykat.
Sly in the family
S
stone.
like slide.
Sly, Sly,
Slide. Slide
cat.
cat. Okay.
Yeah.
Slide cat. Okay. Okay, cat daddy. Okay. Okay,
Hey.
I got it there. Slide cat. That's what's up.
That's
Okay,
what's up.
fam. I appreciate you though. I on God. So yeah, whenever y'all want to tap in, you got my information.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
let's have a good one.
All right. You have a good one.
Bless you. This is absolutely it. Welcome to the Mental Margarita Show.
What's up, brother? Yes, 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 we're there.
I'm chilling with the guy that's is so talented from songwriting. I mean, so melodic, singing that he does, everything that he's putting together is just, you know what? It just makes you feel like you're in heaven.
I
He's got a,
appreciate it, brother. We
you got
working.
a, you got a single that's out. I mean, you're just doing unbelievable things.
Yeah,
And I want the audience to know the name. Vortex Capone is
notorious
is in the building. What's up?
for sure. What's up, brother? I'm here, man. It's a pleasure. When you reached out to me, I was like very elated. I was ecstatic. I was like, man, I'm looking forward to this interview. It was crazy because a lot's been going on, like in the last couple of weeks. Like, you know, what I mean, things got crazy for like a quick minute, but
Okay.
it's like life destroys things around you
Yes.
and then build it up fresh.
It does. It does.
And it happened to be like, yo, I'm telling you, man, there's certain chess pieces that was laying around that was there, but they couldn't see the vision due to, this distraction, this static, etc. And now it's like I was just riding with my boy, is my brother, man, but he's gonna be the one driving me around. And he's gonna be one part of the security as well. And he was telling me, he goes, yo, Vortex, man, you don't understand, man. You're about to blow. And I'll be looking at him like, what are you talking about? He goes, you just don't understand, bro. You're about to blow. And I go, your mouth to God's ears.
All right, let me tell you something. You are already blowing in Vegas because the Mental Margarita Show is so excited to have you on. Now, you grew up in Miami.
Half
And
and
I
half.
grew up in Miami. Do you know that?
I know you from neck of my woods. Well, I came here as a kid from Jamaica, and Miami is home. Like, you know, we okay. I was living in Cutler Ridge. You're familiar with Cutler Ridge?
Yeah.
So I was living in Cutler Ridge. My mom and stuff. I left before Andrew, and then
Oh.
came back. So my mom was like missing for like 6, 7 months. I couldn't hear from her. Then one day she called. I was dreading the worst, and she called and he was like, "Okay." She goes, "I'm good." She goes,
Oh.
I'm gonna see you soon." And then once I landed, and immediately I met a friend of mine, God rest his soul, named Jimmy Blanco. And basically he took me around everywhere, and it just happened to connect. I connect with all the pieces.
You did.
The rest is history. What's up, brother? My brother Carlito right there. That's the one I was talking about. That I was telling him. He was telling
Carlito
me,
in the building.
yeah. Carlito was like, "Yo, Vortex, you're about to blow."
You about to do it, man.
Yeah, man, it's
So,
crazy.
So the rest is history. So let's talk about the music. So was this something that was always in your blood, man? I mean, was music something like since an early age, or was it something that you discovered as you grew?
Dancing.
Ah,
I'm a dancer first.
wow.
So I started off as dancing, and I fell in love with hip hop and breakdance and all the elements of hip hop. And everything else was, you fan, you're listening to, like, I could start naming some names and people would be like, huh? You know what I mean? From the Cool Mo D's, the
Oh,
the Treacherous Threes,
yes.
the I actually Crash Crew. I actually
Oh,
did a song that I have to go find it so I could release it with one of the members of Crash Crew. And if y'all remember, that's one of the famous beats they sampled for LL Cool J. The beat's been sampled a million times.
oh, snap.
What was their famous single again? I think it was the beat or something like that. It's
I
a
need a
famous
beat.
break. It's the beat, right?
Yeah.
And it's sampled by everybody. Everybody sampled that record.
Everybody took it.
So I grew up on that, and then of course, like Wiggles, Mr. Wiggles, Rocksteady, New York
Right.
City Breakers, like all these dudes were like things that we grew up to watching and emulated, So
Yeah.
dancing was my first love, and then music came in after by accident.
Tell me about this accident.
Well, of course, LL Cool J. You listen to LL Cool J, Beastie Boys,
Yes.
Curtis Blow. You know what I mean? Shit, just kind of telling my age range, but I was a kid. So you grew up listening to all these guys, and you're like, you're like, yo, man, I like this stuff. But then again, the funny part about it, dancehall to me didn't get into my picture until later on in the 80s.
Right. Right.
because
Shaba.
because because I of course because I was listening to, well, a bunch of people: Shinehead,
And then,
Supercat,
yes.
um
Yeah.
Yellow Man, Daddy Uroy, a bunch of them, um and many more that people won't know. We're listening to. My mom was a cheap. Okay, in Jamaica at the time, reggae wasn't that huge, not a big deal on radio. It was mostly R&B, calypso,
Yeah.
um, 80s rock and roll, all these other things. The reggae was taboo. Yo, man, I
Wow.
smoke weed and all them things. That's not kosher in, in Uptown. You know what I mean? So as a kid, this is how I developed my eclectic sound. So when I got into music, I was listening to a lot of rock.
Wow.
And rock.
I love rock.
Yeah, reggae. I tell you again, reggae wasn't. It was like pass by and stuff. But when I discovered dancehall, it was a rap.
That was it. That was
That was
it.
it. I discovered dancehall and the culture, and as a kid sneaking out to go to the dance hall. Yeah, it was crazy.
and
So
being in Kendall, a very diversified musical scene that you as you're growing, you're in this scene and you're seeing all these different artists,
mhm.
from Miami coming together. What made you say, okay, you know what? I'm ready to take this thing professional.
Okay, well, I started off. I was a rapper first, so I told you, fell in love with rap, started rapping. So Slick Rick, I know Slick Rick's albums, two albums from head to toe, verbiage for verbiage. So what I mean. Then Public Enemy,
Oh,
um, one of my favorite groups, EPMD,
yeah,
Tribe Called Quest, all these dudes, KRS One,
yeah.
Rakim. So
Oh,
all, the goats. You know what I mean? All the
yo,
goats you could think about. You know what I mean? Some of the Segway goats, the Ed OG and the Bulldog,
and
the
the
poor righteous,
Bulldog,
the,
baby.
the poor righteous teachers, the CL Smooth Pete Rock. You know what I mean? All these, you know what I mean? The elements of what made hip hop. No one sounded like no one.
Right.
So, um, once I got into that element, and then Two Life Crew, of course, I had one of the first, Two Life Crew was sold out in Jamaica. Do you believe that? It was like one little store that you had to go and order it. and then if my mom go to the States, I tell her, yo, pick up this album for me or something like that. You know what I mean? Until I got to the States and stuff. But we had the satellite dish, so I used to watch all the MTV and the Rap City, and so I was up to date on everything. You know what I mean? Dudes used to think I'm from New York because I got the slang down, the whole thing. I was rapping. So my boy used to write raps, and we used to rap it. So I recorded my first record, hip hop record, in Jamaica.
Wow.
Then a friend of mine named Kid Corrupt and a friend of mine named Peso, we used to take us to the dance. So we used to listen to all the mixtapes. Mataran was talking about it the other day on The Fix. He was talking about Jack Sowa. Those are the mixtape that they would tape the mixtapes live in the dance and then go sell them in the flea market.
Oh yeah.
So all the latest new rhythms that came out, the new artists that bust that night. That's how it used to circle the place. So I was rapping. So Kid Corrupt was like, yo, you're a bad rapper. When we say bad, you know what we mean, we're good. So we say, yo, so we are bad rapper on them thing. They say you need to come in Dirty Cup Crew. I got a new crew called Dirty Cup Crew. And if people know who Dirty Cup Crew, Sean Paul come from that. But I was one of the original members with me, Kid Corrupt, and then Daniel was like the general. So, and Daddy Gang, rest in peace. So we used to go, GQ, DJ GQ. We used to go to his house so he's from that too. We used to go to his house in Stony Hill.
Oh my goodness.
I was rapping, but I could write. My boy forced me to learn how to write, so I started to write. So I write for some of the artists that was up and coming in JA and stuff. So they would come to my house to write for me to write for them. They were like, yo, I need this art, so I'll be writing. So I'm a kid doing this shit.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we started doing that. So we used to run around with Spraga Benz.
Spraga.
Yeah, we used to run around with Spraga. So Daniel was jumped off the porch first. He was the first uptown dude to be doing DJing. So Spraga took a vibe to him and took him under his wing. So we used to run around with him every time he'll go perform. You know what I mean, with Spraga. So Spraga would go perform and bring him with him. And then they had a record together. So I think they had one or two records together. I know they got the song, no, Oud stood over, you're good. And he had another record with him. So they used to go out and perform it. So we used to be with them all the time. So then I migrated. So when I migrated at the wrong time because the Playground rhythm came out. The one, Simmer, who got the keys in the middle? And I missed recording on that rhythm because I left before it came out.
Oh.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. The elements of how it is. So close, but you get so far.
Oh, believe me, I know a lot about that.
You know what I mean? But that changed my life. Once I got to Miami and then hooked up with all the boys in Kendall and the music scene in Kendall, that changed my life.
It changed your life, and then you're doing your thing now in Miami. Things are starting to take off. You're opening up for 50 cents and
man, it was deeper than that. Cause all right, I like to say I started my career in 01 because that's when I first got signed. I got signed to my independent label called Four Horsemen Records. And that too was just coincidence, sheer coincidence. I was dating this girl at the time. We went to a Halloween party that was right around the corner from my house. We started rapping. Some friends of mine had showed up that I didn't know was showing up. He brought his crew. I was there with my homie and the girl I was dating, and we were rapping. And this guy goes, "Hey, I got this guy. He has a studio. He's on the couch. He wakes him up off the couch. He was getting nice. Come off the couch." Heard us doing our thing. I exchanged numbers with him, and I was like, "This dude is, Miami bullshit. He ain't gonna answer my phone." He gave me a bogus number. Sure enough, I called him. He said, "Yo, come by the house," and the rest is history. That's when I first got signed with Four Horsemen Records,
Wow.
and I like to say that was the first the first, and even before that, we had a group. Okay, you remember when Scare Them? It was Scare Them, Monster Shock, Innocence Crew, all
Yep.
these crews out of Jamaica that was forming like a crew, and they were doing their thing.
Like
And
both.
yeah,
Yep.
so I wanted to form a crew here, but I'm not gonna do a Dirty Cup here, because Dirty Cup is Dirty Cup. You know,
Right.
that's a different thing. So I said, yo, you know what? I want to form a thing called, I was like, I'm gonna put together my own little crew, and I put together a crew called Mad Hatters, which had Sanjay in there. Sanjay is a top general, hosting as host of I think what he hosts, I think is there's a popular show. It's like an American Idol, but in Jamaica. He
Okay.
hosts that. He has a bunch of songs out. He got songs with everybody. Shaggy, you know what I mean? He's doing his thing. I told him the other day when I saw him, I said, yo, bro, they don't give you enough credit, man, because you are a truly a jack of all trades when it comes to music. Like,
Wow.
you know what I mean? He's a great singer, songwriting, incredible pen game, lyrical like crazy, keeps me on my toes.
He can do it
So,
all.
yeah, and then Pacino was the other one. Pacino went into production.
Right.
So he put out, you remember, I read him call, the song called with Dario and Conscience, the gal, he go, gal, come sit down, pambu. Gal, you fi sit down.
Yeah.
He produced that rhythm. As a matter of fact, we put him back out that rhythm with some new songs on it. I got a song on it, and we got a couple of names I mentioned a while ago that's on it.
What a
And
small
it's gonna
world.
be yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. And then we started that group. That's the first time I met Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
First time I met Khaled, my homegirl was like, "Yo, I got this DJ, and he's coming from Orlando. He's coming to work on Mix 96, and I want him to come and meet you guys."
Thanks, man.
That's how I met Khaled. Yeah, man, crazy.
That is something.
I remember when Khaled came here before he went on Mix 96.
I think that me and you were kind of
In the same circles.
We were passing each other by. You know?
Have to be, because everybody it's Night Breeders, is Crazy Hood, is DJ Epps, it's Felix Sama, it's
Sama.
Yeah, Sama first dude to put me on radio on Power 96.
You know, DJ Epps was on this show.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Epps is my brother. Yo, Epps is probably the only non-Jamaican but Caribbean dude to have more dubs, most of my dubs. Everybody else is like Black Shadow, Black Shadow Triton that did Just Give Me the Light. He did the buzz with him. Dan One, Fashion High Power. Anything that came out of Mix 96 got a dub from me. That's for real. Like that's how I got popping. My Triton from Black Shadow was putting me on dubs and was playing me on it. He goes, he called me and say, yo, he's like, Vortex. Well, them call me Capone. Them say That's how the name came about, as a matter of fact. Americans call me Vortex because of the rhyming.
Yeah.
Jamaicans call me Capone because of the dancehall, the chatting.
Yes.
So himself said, Capone, yo, I'm going to bust your thing tonight. And I'm saying, for real? And then the rest is history. Crazy. Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. So fast forward after that now, we get our first deal. With Four Horsemen Records. And then that's when MP3 just came out.
Uh-oh.
So people don't even know. I was telling the history to somebody and they were talking about, oh, MP3. And I say, you know where MP3 comes from? And they go, no. They said it's a file. I say, yeah, it's a file. But it was before it was a file, it was a platform. That Reverb Nation and all those new the Bandcamp and all these dudes, they use that same circular formula from MP3.com.
Yep.
The same thing.
Same thing.
The only difference is mp3.com had more regular people that listen to music than just artists. Everybody else after that is just artists and artists and artists liking artists. MP3 at the time had regular people that logged on to listen to who was out and at the time.
At the time, yep.
So that's the difference. But everybody, whole skeletal of their format, their whole blueprint comes from mp3.com, and especially because that was the file. The file was mp3. So when you uploaded your music, it went into mp3 form.
Yep, it sure did.
So that's what it is.
And so here you are doing your thing. And then you know what? Let's talk about a project. Let's talk about some of the projects. The Authority.
Okay. All right. So the Authority is called AKA Third World Gang. It's actually I'm a battle rapper, basically. I like to battle. That's how I started my whole thing. So I like it. I love to battle. So we go up on stage and we demolish them. And so when I did the Authority, a lot of them, one of the brothers on there is Elohim. He's Muslim.
Right.
And then the other two are Rastas. So they don't sing gangster music.
Right.
So here comes me when we formulate, and then Nick Fury is the glue. If you know who Nick Fury is.
Right.
All right then.
Amazing.
So Nick Fury is the general. You know what I mean? I said the top producer, produced a lot of people out of Miami, including the great 50 Cent and Mobb Deep. So, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah. So so when we formulate that, so me and the general Nick Fury were like this. This is my brother. So anytime I come up with an idea, a lot of friends like to say they hate talking to me because I talk them into doing some stuff that they don't want to do. And then it's either the ones they don't want to do it, or they like, okay, whatever you want to do. So it's either two ways. It's never in the middle. It's either whatever you want to do, or all right, let's do it. So, so I formulate the Authority, and the Authority was basically a way for me to do music without compromising, saying that I'm this hardcore artist. So I could do songs based on, like I have a song called Make Money that you probably heard. We got a song called Today that my boys, they call it this. My other boys, they call it, yo, that's your Disney song.
Very well. Today did very well.
But you have to go around. Wait, 1 second. Yeah. So you know what I mean. But you have to, in this mark, which comes full circle now, that back then when I was doing that, now I dropped a project called Tomorrow People, and it received rave reviews based on, because it's like more Afrobeat, dancehall.
Right.
If I dropped it a couple of years before, everybody would have looked at me like
you were crazy.
I was crazy.
Right.
So,
and project did good. You performed in the Marlins Stadium. You had a charity group that came. It did all the
they
right
love that record.
Love. You got a lot of love.
They love that record, man. The Today record, they love that record. Actually, that record to me is an offshoot of We Are the World. When I thought about it, I was like, I want to do a modern day version of the We Are the World now. And every time we play that record, man, people that listen, every time they hear that record, they're like, what's up with that record? And it was like, yo. And I'll tell you a quick story behind that. So there was a group called it's a humanitarian group. They I don't know the inner workings of whatever they did, but they kind of went their separate ways. But at the time, it was forefront. They had 60 countries behind them. They had a whole machine that they came down, made a presentation. This was ill. Like literally recorded the song. I showed it to my manager at the time, God rest his soul. And he happened to was just, doing little things. He was gifted in the art of creating content. Actually, he taught me how to do content creating and forced me, as a matter of fact. He's like, you got to learn. And I was like, no, I'm an artist. He's like, no, suppose I'm not around. You see, God rest his soul, he's not around. And
Wow.
I'm good at because he, forced me to learn. And he goes, he was creating these contents and stuff. And he calls me one day, he goes, Vortex, I got this guy on the line. And the guy started telling me, he goes, man, I love this record. I want to use it for my organization. I said, okay, cool. I'm not thinking anything of it and stuff. And he go, no, he would say he wants to show it to somebody and then they'll let me know. So the guy,
Right.
I think he listened, his name is Ken. So Ken listened to it for like maybe 15, 16 seconds and called him back and said, yo, we want this song. So my boy calls me back and he goes, yo, Vortex, you just don't know what just happened. I was like, yeah, sure. He goes, like, okay, cool. You're going to use it. So in my head, I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he's like, bro, you don't understand who these dudes are. These dudes are worth shit ton of money. Excuse my French. If this is going on TV, you got to bleep it. I go, they're worth a lot of money. And I go, yeah, okay, still me. I'm like, and it's not until they rented a whole room, brought us a whole bunch of stuff, and then started showing us and started just breaking down details. I was like, oh my God, I'm rich. But then little things happened in between, it wasn't meant to be, but it was to show you how sometimes, hey,
Yeah.
things will happen. You just gotta stay doing it.
You got to stay doing it. And that song still has licensing potential. So let's keep
a whole lot of licensing potential. Because I'm telling you, that same song, a couple years later, a friend of mine was showing some stuff to he's a famous guy that put on he passed away too, like maybe I think 2 years ago or so, maybe around 2 years ago. Joe Tovar, I think. Yeah, Tovar. I know his last name is Tovar. I think first name Joe Tovar. But he's instrumental in my career from when I was signed, because he was the reason why. He was the reason why I was going to get a distribution deal from Sony, based on when we took the market with the group Illinois back in the days, when we did the stuff with 50 and everybody. Sony reached out to us. We had this big lawyer guy that did Shaq, Gloria Estefan, and the whole nine. So one day he calls the dude that owns the company, and he goes, yo, bro, why you ain't tell me our boys are doing so great? And he goes, what are you talking about? He goes, you could call me. I won't be charging you $300 an hour. And he starts laughing. And he goes, you could call me and tell me, update me on the boys. And he goes, what are you talking about? And he goes, yo, one of my friends is coming from Chicago to come see you boys perform. And he goes, what you mean? He called me. He goes, yeah, I'm coming to Miami to see Illinois perform. And he goes, Illinois? So the lawyer guy, I forgot his name. The lawyer guy goes, Illinois? I represent a group called Illinois. And he goes, what do they look like? He goes, is there a black guy in there, short Jamaican guy? He goes, yeah. He goes, is there a Chinese Jamaican guy in there? He goes, yes. Is there a guy, he look kind of Puerto Rican? He goes, yeah. Is there another black guy in there? Is like a black American? He goes, yeah. He goes, I represent them. Those are my guys. So Sony, was looking to give us a distribution deal. At the time, because initially we went to do like a development deal, and so back then they were giving away development deals. Yeah. So back then, so he was like, no, the industry had dropped, I think, like 15%, and they weren't having it because Napster was kicking their ass. Yeah. So he was like, nah, man, they're not giving out nothing, man. You got to develop yourself on your own, you know what I mean? Or you got to be straight killing it. So, lucky for us that we were going to get that deal. So, but fast forward, that was because of Joe Tovar. So Tovar, fast forward, my boy was looking for him to manage him. And he goes, he was showing him a couple of songs, and he wasn't really, he liked them, but he wasn't, And he goes, well, I did this, song with this group called The Authority. One of them is called Vortex. And he goes, The Authority. He didn't say Vortex. That he goes. So he showed him the Today song. He goes, yo, that song's a hit.
He
goes,
loved it.
He goes, who's that Jamaican guy? He goes, Vortex. He goes, no, you got to bring Vortex with you. And he said, go, I got another song. And he showed him a song that we redid a song, Now That We Found Love. And he goes, yo, that song is the greatest. I love it. Who's that? That's that Vortex guy? You need to book him. So we're going to book you. We're going to book you guys for South by Southwest. And COVID messed up that whole thing.
Oh, man.
It not even messed up the whole thing. One of my boys called me, and he was working with Snow when Snow had the record. When Daddy Yankee had the record with Snow, he flipped his record Con Calma.
Right.
So Snow was looking for a writer, and he goes, he was scrolling through his phone he was beating his head, and he sees my name, and he goes, damn, why didn't I think of that? Vortex is a dope ass reggae songwriter. Calls me up, and I go, and I'm in Massachusetts. I'm on the Cape. And he goes, yo, blah, blah, blah. I want to write some songs for a couple of people, some notable names I don't remember, and some other names I'm not going to say now. But he goes, yo, I said, all right, send me up the stuff because I'm setting up my studio and stuff. He goes, no, you got to come down here. They got to see you when you know who's working and stuff like that. And that's all around the same time. And COVID happened.
Oh, man. Man, your grand time is coming, my brother. I'm feeling it.
That's what Carlito says. Carlito says, yo,
Carlitos knows the way.
Hey, his mouth to God, your mouth to God's ears, his mouth to God's ears. I'm just working. I'm just working. This My Love record it seems to have life. They really loving this record.
My Love is working out. Before we get into that again, because I want to talk about My Love, but you did two classics, Reparations 1, Reparations 2. One did half a million on Dat Piff?
Reparation 2 ain't dropped yet. It's in the vault.
It's still in production.
No, it's done.
It's done.
Yeah, it's been done. It's been done from last year.
And you got the host with the most that's going to be hosting it.
DJ EFN, Drink Champs.
DJ EFN.
Drink Champs, yeah.
Drink Champs. This is what I'm saying. The grand time is coming right now.
Oh, we working, man. So when we did Reparations, we had put out a project with one of our brothers, and he did really well too on the streams. And I was like, you know what? He did this number, I'ma do this number. So I was expecting, I'll say, I'ma do 50K on this project, because we had everybody on it. We had Waggy T gave us the dope intro, you know what I mean? We had drops from Prodigy, DJ Shadow, the world was on it. DJ Epps, you know what I mean? Everybody was, it was crazy. So we kind of did it more like that, more like a mixtape vibe with just drops and stuff like that. And so I had some records sitting in the vault. And what I did was I just went in and I recorded 6 new records. And then I just, put it together with me and Fury. We just put it together and we dropped that project. And the first month, so all I did, I was just went through my thing and I just started sending it to everybody that's, on my platforms.
Right.
And the next thing I know, by the month end, I'm at 15K. I go, okay, this is good. Next month comes, I'm at like 40. And that's how it was kept going.
You were like, whoa, okay.
I was like, okay. So during COVID now, so it peaked at 100. I want to say peak at like 100 and a quarter, like around close to quarter million views. And then during COVID, it just went pew.
Took off.
And it took off. So when
time to really listen.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Everybody was sitting down, so they listened. And what I noticed is that I had a core people that had downloaded it, and they just kept repeating it.
Wow, that's fantastic,
So
man.
they kept streaming it and streaming it and streaming it. So when I was talking to a friend of mine, Mello is big in the industry, and Mello been around from the Temple days. Mello was a part of
Oh, Temple.
that squad.
Yes.
So I know Mello for a long time, and Mello, I was showing Mello, and I was like telling Mello, and Mello's like, send it to me. And he's looking over the stuff, and he calls me back, and he goes, Vortex, do you know that your mixtape? He goes, why you ain't dropping on that of Spotify? Because I dropped it on that Piff and Audio Mac. Audio Mac, it did fairly well as well too. But that Piff was the catalyst, boy. It did crazy numbers. So he goes to me. He goes, Vortex, why didn't you put it on YouTube, Spotify? I said, no, because we did a lot of sampling on it. So I said,
Right.
I didn't know how to get around that at the time. So,
Yeah.
so he was like, he goes, you know that your mixtape did better than a lot of people's favorite artists out there.
Right.
I look back at the numbers and I said, oh yeah, I can see that. I said, but I wasn't even looking at it like that. I was just saying to myself, I was like, me and Fury was like, yo, Fury, you see those numbers we're doing? That's
Right.
crazy. And we ain't even did one video for none of the songs. Not
That's
one
exciting,
video.
man.
Not one video for none of the records. And it did great. So I said to myself, I said, you know what? I need EFN. I said, I called him up and I said, it's about time. I took like a break. Frank, my manager, had died, and I took like a serious break. I took a whole year off. I didn't drop no music or anything. And then I kept hearing him screaming in my head, Vortex, what the hell are you doing? You need to get your ass up and do what you need to do. Stop worrying about that. I'm dead and gone. So you need to get back to business. So I called Fury and I said, Fury, it's time. He goes, I've been waiting on you. And I go, yeah. I said, reparations too. I said, we need EFN for this one. I reach out to EFN. He goes, yo, he didn't even ask me one question, but yo, just let's go.
Wow.
Because he already know. He goes, once I said it's me and Fury, he already knows what he gonna get. So he's like, EFN was only one of the only dudes when he dropped his, which I regret to this day, you know what I mean? But hopefully he's dropping another project. I know I'm on it. But he had reached out to me once and he was like, yo, give me a song. And I go, okay, what kind of song you want? He goes, give me anything, underground, whatever you want. I don't care what it is. He already knows. He goes, what kind of quality he's gonna get. So I was just like, all right, cool. But that didn't end up happening. But that's the same energy that he was giving. He goes, yo, hey, I don't have that even ask a question. I know it's gonna be dope.
And I know it's gonna be dope too.
Oh, Reparation 2, I can't wait to drop that, boy. I've been dying to drop it, man. Woo!
So I mean, is there a scheduled date? Is there a release date for the audience?
I'm thinking all right. You know why I can't rush it yet? Because I have a team now around me. So everybody is like focused on how can I say this? I'm still gonna drop it because I'm defiant like that. I'm gonna drop it because I got like on the project, I maybe got like 12, 14 records on it. Solid. Killing it.
Heat seekers.
It's done. It's already done. Formatted the whole nine, the intro to the outro. It's done. The only thing I could do right now is once I got a lot of other things in now, so I can get a couple of features if I want now. That's the only thing I could do is like put a feature on it or something like that. But I don't even really. I got my boys on it, I got Kendall on it. I got certain people on it that I already have. So only one regret that I have is that I have a record called Look, which is coming out on my project with John Effects. John Effects and I are going to drop if you know who John Effects is, he's the one that co-wrote and produced Arms Around You by Triple XX Tentacion, Little Pump, Maluma, Skrillex, and Mali Mala is also on the production. So he's gonna he has
you're getting it ready, man. You're getting it ready.
Oh, no. I got a bunch of projects coming up. I'm gonna put together a project with Dre Knight. that he's done a lot of stuff. He's worked with Prince. He's worked with a couple of. It's gonna be crazy. He's like he wants to put together a project too, like an EP as well. So I'm gonna be in the studio. So
you're just putting it all together.
Together, yeah.
Comes out as just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. So I want to just drop projects after project after project. You know what I mean? But I know when I drop Reparations too, it's done.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah. Reparation 2 is crazy because the way we put it together, I just got to put it, all it's missing now is a few little skits. And then, a few little skits. And then I just got to get EFN's part. And then once I get his part, it's done. Well, his part is already, we already have the idea for it already. So it's just, everything is just in. But the whole project itself, as far as musicality wise, it's done. Most of the songs are mixed already. It's done. And then I dropped a project already called Tomorrow People that, was doing good too as well. It was a 4-part EP. It was crazy. Had a Heartbreak on it, which Heartbreaker got some radio spins and it's doing his thing. So it was crazy. What's up, G?
Hey, Vortex.
Yeah?
How do the people get in contact with you?
Hit me up Vortex_Capone. And then on IG, on TikTok, Facebook is Vortex Capone, and YouTube Vortex Capone. So everything Vortex Capone.
We're excited. We can't wait for the new music. We like.
Oh, hold on. My Life, My Love, My Love, My Love.
My Love is the single that's out on platforms.
My Love is produced by.
I love that joint. It's My Love.
The great, magnificent Beats that's done stuff for Tory, Jimmy, Rose, Pitbull, a lot of the greats. So how that song came about was like it was already existing. He sent it to me, but it was on a different beat. So we, fell in love with it. We reconstructed it. He changed the beat. Well, that song's been through like 5 different changes, but now the one that's out now is the one is crazy, and everybody's going crazy for it. And yes, My Love is out right now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
for the ladies, gangsters gotta love too. And I'm a retired gangster, so I need love, and my back hurts.
Hey, look, we gotta get you out to Vegas, man.
Hey, yo, I'm ready to go, man. I got a full team behind me. Hey, if we got to bring out the Sprinter van, we got a dope Sprinter van. We got some stuff that we about to do gonna be crazy. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy for me, man. But yeah, we coming. I'll come out to Vegas. I've been down. Yo, I had a friend of mine that wanted to get me booked out in Vegas for $20K. I was like, man, I want that. But we'll work back to the $20K. Don't worry about it. We got love, man. Let's come out. Let's go out and let's perform. I love the energy, man. I haven't been to Vegas yet. I just make sure you put a leash on me, because I might come back in a stretcher with an IV in.
Hey, look, I might come back with you. Look, go back home.
Hey, listen, right now it's crazy over here, man. Everybody's here. The city. Actually, I got an event. I got a couple of events coming up. I got a record coming out. Like I was telling you, that we're working on a project called we redid over the Poolside Rhythm, and we're putting out some new music on it. So it's myself, my artist Mari Queen, a Dominican girl. She's crazy dope. Oh man, she's about to kill the game. We got a Sean Paul record on it, and we got a Busy Signal record on it. So it's gonna be crazy. So it's come out by Pacino, Washroom Entertainment. Yo, it's gonna be crazy. And I want you ladies to, I'm gonna be the first artist to come put out a type of music that's gonna change the game. When it's done, I'm gonna send it to you.
You heard it. You heard it first.
It's almost done. So if you got, I'm telling you.
You be safe out there, man. Keep doing what you do.
Hey, yo, we gonna keep the energy up, man, my brother. Hey, we gonna keep in touch. You already know you got the info. I got your info. We're gonna get busy. Hey, I'm coming out of Vegas and hold you to that.
All right, take care, brother.
I'm rolling with the big dude, so we might have to do a clear port over there.
Carlito. All right, brother.
All right, my brother. Peace. Much love. Bless. This gon' hit. Notorious. Yo, Mark. Yeah, we on it.
My love, your love is right on time. My love, your love is always on time.
That's right.
My love, your love is right on time. My love, your love is always on time. Baby, come go with me. Let's take a trip in the Caribbean. Just you and me, like, and leave behind all the trends. Girl, I love the way the sun shines on your face. It's been so long since you've been told you're so beautiful. Your love's a blessing, I ain't trying to mess up no more. My life was empty, chasing girls when I was lonely. Now when I wake up in the morning, your face the first thing I see. My love, your love is right on time. My love, your love is always on time. My love, your love is right on time. My love, your love is always on time. My love is the one for me. She give me plenty money, and when I wake up in the morning, sexy sweet like honey. She the one for me, so amazing. Yeah, I know that she'll always be there for me.
You are true a tantrum like that. Anytime you don't see me, when we feed you call me, I'm back. So everything cook and curry. Smile bigger than Joker when we chat. Me Capone, I go please my honey. I can tell that you love me just by the way you look upon me. She a count down the days till she touch me. Every minute, every second I go luxury. Go make up for the time when she frustrated. So over the steel, she a gold plated. Me plant the flag and make statement, yeah. She said me are the only man we buried that day. In her hurt away surging, yeah. In her face indicator with the surface, yeah.
My love, your love is right on time. My love, your love is always on time. My love, your love is right on time. My love, your love is always on time. Yeah, the party going on, yeah. Yeah, the party going on, yeah. Party over here, party over here, party over here, yeah. Party over here, party over here, party over here, yeah. My love, your love is right on time. My love, your love is always on time. My love, your love is right on time. My love, your love is always on time.
We're on the Mental Margarita show right now. And I got a sensational singer. Dese is in the house, singer, songwriter, performer, actor. He modeled at one point. I mean, this guy's done it all.
Yeah,
Right from Victoria, Virginia. How you feeling, my brother?
I'm making it, bro. I can't complain.
You can't complain, huh?
Nah, I can't complain. I'm making it.
Have you been eating well for the holiday?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is
Yeah,
that
I've
why
been
you're
out-
laying down right now?
Yeah, man. Chilling right now. I had to work last night, so yeah, I'm just chilling.
Yeah, it's been one of them days. So let's take it back, man. You know, Victoria, Virginia, you started singing in church at a very early age. And what were you doing? You were doing competitions, singing and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I was doing competitions. I started singing in church at age 5, and then it went on up from age 5 to being a teenager singing and all this stuff. When I was in high school and middle school, I was in singing competitions with choirs, regional competitions, church competitions, chorus competitions, all kinds of competitions. And they usually put me in lead because I was never afraid to sing in front of people. Even though there were other people in the choir that could sing, but they didn't have confidence to do so. So
Wow. And just a God-given talent, huh?
yeah, pretty much.
That's amazing. So you're catching the Holy Ghost, you're doing your thing, and and this is and this is going on through your school years, your college years. Things are starting to progress. You're writing music now.
Hmm.
Tell me about that transition where you're now writing music.
Yeah, so I began writing music at 17 and recording at 19. The transition was kind of different because I'm always writing poetry. I was always writing poetry for a while, and then also too like I was a gospel singer, so I didn't really have much to really write about because I wasn't as fast or experienced with life, early on like some other people. So I
Right.
was, I didn't really know what to really talk about, but then it got to a point where I started experiencing life a little bit, and and then I now know what I could talk about, and
Right.
outside of religion, and that's how that happened.
And yeah, and I know that's got to be a difficult thing because you're raised up in the church, and my family is from the church. You're raised up in the church, and now you're exposed to all these worldly things, and it's got to be tough. What side of the fence you want to be on. You got a
Mhm.
lot of pressure on you. You're young, but you want to express yourself in a certain kind of way. So as you are expressing yourself and you're finding out what are some of the things that you can sing about, now you're developing this extra confidence now because I'm sure you feel like, hey, I'm ready to do this in a different way. This not just about the gospel music itself.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a challenge to do it, because we all know like real like singers, they come from the church,
Right.
and so it wasn't hard to put um to flip it, if that makes sense. It wasn't hard at all. The hard part is to know your audience and know how to take it there, and where to go with certain people when it comes down to certain, because some people just like commercial a commercial sound, and there's
Right.
nothing commercial about gospel. It's raw. It's like blues.
Right.
It's raw and straight to the point. So if you think about it, so many people like Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, and uh, Ella Fitzgerald, so many people who have regulated their circuit of blues, jazz, and R&B and country for many years. It ties right back into gospel. So it's easy to flip it. Ray did it for a while, and Aretha, she's famous for doing it.
Yeah. Yes.
So many people are famous for doing it. So yeah, it wasn't hard at all.
It wasn't hard at all. Now, as far as morally, was it hard?
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
not at all.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you were talking about life, but you weren't getting, you weren't talking about things that were outside of what you would morally respect.
Right.
That's great. And this leads now to now you're starting to audition. You're doing X Factor.
Yeah, man. That was
2012, you made it to the
yeah.
second round.
Yeah, that was exciting. And they had the helicopter flying around. Who's ready to be the next X Factor? And I'm like, so many people there, we was in line for like 9 hours. I believe they did have me like on TV while we were doing like the auditions. I wish I had footage, and I wish I could find that footage, but they was walking around and putting the microphone in front of people, and there was a camera in front of me, but it was on their site. I don't know. If I would have knew what I knew now, I would have, kept it, but
Right,
yeah.
right.
Because
Yeah.
someone said they had saw me and described what I had on to a T, and they said they saw me on TV, but
Yeah, sometimes you miss those moments.
yeah.
And then let me see, you get offered a record deal.
Yeah, I
A
got offered
gospel legend, Dorothy
yeah,
Norwood,
yeah,
offers you a record deal, but you got to decline it because of something more personal, more serious
right,
going on with your mother.
right.
I mean, this is like a high and low kind of thing going on. All these mixed emotions. How did you deal with that?
Yeah, man. A lot of prayer and a lot of, good people around me, so yeah, that's how I dealt with that. It was hard, it was very hard to make that decision, but um I made it and moved on, and here I am.
Yeah, that's good. So you have no regrets.
No. Mm-mm.
Well, I'm glad that you have no regrets because you're caretaking for your mother, and I want to just give her a special shout out. She passed away.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to her. And I'm sure that was a difficult time as well. And it's probably still difficult because it's around the time now when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that she's smiling, and you gave her a lot to smile about because after all this kind of gone through, you auditioned for the American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And
So
that
you got
happened.
through that emotional stuff, got
Yeah.
yourself together, and then what?
Yeah, that happened a few months before she passed. And it, again, the second round, and that was it.
Wow.
That was it. So yeah. Which the American Idol thing was a bit different because we were in Richmond. That's when they came to Richmond with, with the bus, because they had stopped American Idol for a few years, and
Right.
then they picked it back up. But it was okay. It was a great experience. So yeah.
Okay. So that happened before she passed away.
Yeah, a few months before. So
Yeah,
that was
a few months.
yeah, that was
Okay.
2014. Yep.
Now you start now performing all around the city. You're networking. You're getting your stuff out there. You're starting to get in single mode. You got a single. What is it? It's Like That featuring
Yeah.
Poker Face.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
that
taking off. It's Like That is taking off, man.
yeah, that's what opened the door for a lot of other shows and me knowing people up here in the area. So yeah, that was that one, and then the rest of them just kind of fell. It fell like so.
Can't Leave
Yeah,
You Alone.
yeah, can't leave you alone.
Can't Leave You Alone was hot. And by
Yeah,
the way, It's Like That was all over the Cox channels, just on television. You got some kind of commercial that's playing and doing its thing on TV. How did all that happen?
yeah. So I was actually in the studio at the time, and then I got an email from this lady, because I had sent off to be in this college commercial. And I didn't think I was gonna get it. They was just looking for someone to be, in it, and a few people to be in it. And they responded and, said that they wanted me to be in it. So I was in it, and it was a pretty interesting shoot because it was hot as hell. And we didn't really have a talking part. So I thought it was just like a part where, I'm on there and I'm just acting, but it led from that and also to a print ad. So we also had a print ad too, and so I thought that was dope.
That was dope. Sometimes you gotta go through the heat. You gotta go through the heat to see the blessing. You
Yeah.
gotta go through the fire to see the blessing.
Hmm.
Now tell me about this VPCCVA. That's the commercial that we're talking about.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Panacea Community College, Virginia, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. And so from you being from Virginia, and the singles are doing good. People are seeing you on television locally, but your music is also going across the boundaries. I mean, you're getting out to the UK. You're getting out to Paris. Tell me about that. How did that happen?
So with the UK situation, one of the DJs from a DJ from UK, he had wrote me and was like, "Hey, I like such and such, his song Time and his song it's like that. I was wondering, could we play it on our satellite radio station?" I was like, yeah, it's cool. So that's how that had came about, and then I had got a notification that somebody was playing it in Paris, and that was crazy too. So, but to have like for your music to be on our streaming platforms, we all know that it could be played anywhere. But for someone to directly reach out to you from a whole nother, country or whatever to request to play it on their radio station was pretty dope. That was dope.
Yeah, that's very, very dope. And congratulations on that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I
If
also,
only I can make it over there,
hey,
it'd be
look,
cool.
listen, it's possible. It's very possible
Yeah.
because you're under new management now. So tell me about that partnership. I mean, that must be exciting because there's a lot of things that you guys are going to be doing.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting. Somebody had put my music in this group chat, and she had heard the song "Can't Leave You Alone." Not "Can't Leave You Alone." She heard "Only I Can Be Me," and then "I'm Good," and she said she liked the songs and asked me was I managed. I have a manager. And I said I really don't. Excuse me, and she asked me where I was at. Like located, and I said Virginia. And I was like, well, where you located? And she said Rhode Island. I was like, ah, okay. And so it kind of went from there, and she became a manager. So yeah, yeah.
That's fantastic. Big shouts out to her. And
Hmm.
now you guys got a gospel contemporary hit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I mean, I feel good right now, man. I've been you look like you feeling good right now.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Is that what the song is about? Just feeling good?
No, actually, it's about a testimony. Like I talked about a lot of personal things in my life,
Whoa,
especially
cool.
the death of my mom. Alcoholism, me trying to commit suicide 3 times, and
Wow.
a lot of deep stuff in it. And it was very blunt and very uh straight up. And I've never been
Wow.
that naked on a song before. It was straight raw emotion. So yeah.
Wow. Real raw emotions.
Hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. And
Yeah.
and you know what? I think that your raw emotions are going to be felt. And I think that there's a lot of blessings that are coming your way. You know,
Yeah, I hope so for
your
2025.
2025, your mother is showering him down, man. She's showering him down. Uh what what else do we have to look forward to? Is there anything else that's cooking in the laboratory?
Yeah, I did release my recent single called Good Things. So it's a soul two-step type of southern soul type of bop. I plan on doing a music video for it and also like a line dance competition for it. Um,
Oh,
but
nice. Nice.
but also too, I'm thinking about I have a few other projects I want to drop before that, like a Valentine's Day special, like a 2-track type of thing, and like a content video for that as well. I'm gonna drop it on Valentine's Day. But as of now, I have supposed to have a show here, in Virginia Beach. I got to get back with the guy to make sure that it's still going down. And in January, I'll be in Atlanta for the first time performing at Coast to Coast Live. It's like a showcase.
Coast to
So
Coast
yeah,
Live. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Yep. So then after that, you never know. You never know. So,
You never know, man. You never know. But what I do know is that it was a pleasure having you on the Mental Margarita Show. And we look forward to hearing some new releases. And I'm going to be jamming. I'm good, man. I'm going to be jamming. I'm good, brother.
It's a music video. It has a music video to it as well. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna make sure the audience gets a chance to see that and hear that. And brother, once again, man, thanks for coming on the show. We got much love for you, ladies and gentlemen. Desi is in the building. Let's shake the world, my brother.
All right.
Take care.
Listen, I done been through a lot of stuff. This right here is my testimony. This is my story. I'm thankful I'm still here. I'm good. Listen. Mama said no matter what's going on, keep your head up, keep your head up. So what if folks talk about you, they talk about Jesus. When I was 19, I tried to commit suicide. That was my third time. Yeah. See, I tried to take my life. When I think about what I've been through, I'm so thankful I made it through. Made it, I made it. I put it all behind you. Yeah. Ain't nothing in my way, yeah. I'm good. Hey, I'm good. When I think about what I've been through. I'm so thankful I made it through. Made it, I made it. I put it all behind you. Yeah. Ain't nothing in my way. Yeah. I'm good. Hey, I'm good. I remember when I closed my mama's eyes. I remember the tears I've cried. Even so, my mental was insane. Tried to drink myself away. I tried to numb the pain. Been homeless a few times, but it's alright. Think about what I've been through. Hey. I'm so thankful I made it through. Been through so much. I put it all behind you. Ain't nothing in my way. Ain't nothing in my way. I'm good. Hey, I'm good. When I think about what I've been through, so much. I'm so thankful I made it through. But made it thankful. I put it all behind you. I said I made it. Ain't nothing in my way. Ain't nothing in my way. I'm good. Hey, I'm good. Father God, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for protecting me. For protecting me along the way. Father God, being covered by your blood is so amazing. I've survived so many storms. Still, I won't complain. Why? I'm good.
Starstruck, here's a sprinkle of the stardust. Hold your champagne glass and your cigars up. See the guys with mob ties drive the cars up. Bright lights, most nights they buy the bars up. Candy coated Chevy cars on the highway. It's Frankie baby, it's on and this is my way. Dean Martin at the Sands this Friday. With Sammy Davis, here's a little hint where I stay. The city shines like Liberace's mansion. And you know Elvis had the whole city dancing. Showgirl silhouette steady prancing. Shout out to June, just the Copa Girls anthem. Legal gambling, yeah, that would tempt me. It's Sin City, holy water couldn't cleanse me. And Wayne Newton had the crowd in a frenzy. Live at the Stardust, the seats never empty.